Welcome back, viewers. The focus on tracking the top developments. Lovely Professional University has taken a big decision by terminating all the memorandum of understanding with the institutions in Turkey and Azerbaijan. It has cited recent geopolitical developments that it deems contrary to India's national interest. It has become India's first private university to do so. The decision includes the immediate termination of student and faculty exchange programs, joint research projects and the dual degree initiatives, and all the other forms of academic collaboration with institutions from the two countries. The move came against the backdrop of Turkey backing Pakistan and its condemnation of India's Operation Sindoor. Remember, Turkey also supplied drones to Pakistan that were used to target the civilian areas in India, causing significant damage to the civilians at the LOC. Now joining me live on the broadcast, Dr. Ashok Mittal, who's a Rajya Sabha MP and founder and Chancellor of LPU, is there with me live on the broadcast. Appreciate you joining me on the telecast, sir. Mr. Mittal, thank you very much for speaking to NewsX. Now, this is in fact a big decision that has been taken by a private university in India, and LPU has emerged as one of the private and the only private university to have taken this big decision. What was behind of a private institution now joining hands with the centre's vision of calling out, in fact, Turkey as the stand of Bharat is?
Ma'am, it's very clear for all of us, for every citizen of this country. What's more important? The most important thing is country, nation, India, Bharat. Anything which goes against the spirit of Bharat should not be tolerated by anyone. That's why we have done this. It's not a favor. It's not a big thing. For the honor of the country, we all should do, and that's why we have done it. We have terminated all 6 agreements or MoUs with the universities in Azerbaijan as well as Turkey.
Well, absolutely. As the university has given out a statement. In the statement, the decision entails to the immediate cessation of student and faculty exchange programs, joint research projects, dual degree initiatives. But Mr. Mittal, at this point of time, there is also condemnation which has been arising by the student groups in several other universities, calling out the mixing of geopolitical affairs into the end of the academic reasons. So how do you view that? Is that also in fact taken in view while the decision by the university was taken to end the MoUs?
The reason is whenever we have tie-ups with any of the universities worldwide, we do have research tie-ups also, under which we do joint research projects. And joint research projects are such things in nowadays. There are certain projects which may relate to development of certain equipments, development of certain armory, development of certain biotechnological things, which may harm the interest of the country, which may harm the military interest of the country. So how can we do these things with a country which is supplying drones and other munitions to our enemy countries? How can we partner to that? We can't be.
Well, absolutely. And Mr. Mittal, do you also think this is going to set a very big example for other private universities and institutions to follow now?
I think in India, all government universities, all private universities are nationalistic. We all know. And I hope they will also take such decisions if they are having such tie-ups with the universities in these two countries.
And as an institution that offers a dynamic range of courses and academic research as well, what is the alternative that at this point of time LPU will also look at while completely avoiding reaching out to and giving the space to the outreach programs by Turkey and Azerbaijan?
We have tie-ups with more than 500 universities in more than 50 countries. So we will shift our focus or the tie-up or the relationship which we are having with this university, with these two countries, to some other countries. There will be definitely a setback in the beginning, but I think India has strength, so as we have strength, and we'll make it up maybe in a year or so.
So there are plans.
Again, the honor of the country, the security of the country, the pride of the country is paramount to all of us. So these kind of things are has no meaning in front of the interest of the country.
Mr. Mittal, there is definitely this decision taken in consideration to Turkey's stand offering support to Pakistan. But when we talk about, in fact, the academic side of it, the institution has taken a very big step. And how do you like to comment with a complete boycott with Turkey? Because in the same consideration of national security interest, the decision is taken by LPU as well. There is a mass call to travel from various ranges of trade as well to boycott Turkey at all levels. How do you, in fact, react to that?
Ma'am, it's very simple. We are spending, when we go for tourism there, we do spend money there. And why should we enrich a country which is supplying arms, ammunition to our enemy country by the money which we are also spending there? I think the boycotting call is perfectly all right. National interest is the most important thing for all of us. And every Indian citizen is committed to that.
And what is your message, Mr. Mittal, to other academic institutions who are also the private ones specifically, who are right now reviewing and considering taking this call? And there are also other sectors which any university has to tackle, from the criticism by the student groups, from the courses availability and the research sectors as well. There are many reasons also for taking a very significant decision, which I in fact also commend you for having done so. But what is the message at large to other academic institutions?
I'm a very small person. Those who are running institutions are much more senior than me, much more intelligent than me. They have much better wisdom than me. So I think they must be considering all those things, and they will take decisions, or must be taking decision in due course of time. My suggestion would be, yes, please do consider it seriously. And I hope once they consider it, they will do the needful in the interest of the country.
All right, Mr. Mittal, thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast and sharing your take, and in fact being the very first one of the universities from the academic institutions to come forward in the private arena to be terminating all the MoUs with Turkey and Azerbaijan in the view of the mass boycott that has been ongoing. Now, let's shift our focus to other developments in a bid to clearly articulate India's stance on terrorism. Originating from Pakistan to the international community, the Prime Minister Modi-led BJP government is launching a significant global outreach initiative. The initiative will see the deployment of 7 all-party delegations who will soon visit the key partner nations, carrying our shared message against terrorism and the shared message on the zero tolerance to terrorism. Members of the parliament from different parties, the prominent political personalities and distinguished diplomats will also be a part of each delegation. The members of parliament leading the 7 delegations include Shashi Tharoor, Ravi Shankar Prasad, Sanjay Kumar Jha, Baijant Panda, Kani Mohi, Supriya Sule and Shrikant Shinde. Now, Union Minister Kiren Rijiju has stated that this is a very powerful reflection of national unity above politics, beyond differences, and in moments that matter the most, Bharat stands united. Professor Madhav Nalapat, who is editorial director at the TSG, is joining me live on the broadcast. Sir, appreciate you joining me this morning. And in fact, this is a very latest development that we are tracking. Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju has confirmed that a complete team with the shared vision of promoting zero tolerance towards terrorism will be formed, and many MPs and distinguished politicians will be a part of it. This is in fact a very clear set example of India's stand on terrorism. While there is politics ongoing on different matters related to the national security, right now one of the very first of the outreach initiatives comprising of the MPs and politicians from opposition as well. How do you react to this of being the very first initiatives and outreach programs that will be in fact setting an example for future as well?
Well, I welcome it, and I'm very happy the Congress party also, the main opposition party, is part of it, and they have 2 outstanding speakers. Manish Tiwari and Shashi Tharoor. Both of them are accomplished speakers and they're quite familiar with the subject, and I'm sure they'll present themselves very, very well. The other parties also have fielded their best talent, and overall, I think, quite frankly, this is a very welcome initiative, and I'm very happy that this sends a message of complete unity in the face of the terror attack at Pahalgam. We have, instead of dividing us, Pahalgam has united us. The whole idea behind Pahalgam was to divide us on communal lines and to create communal rights. Instead of which the whole country, where Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, you name it, the whole country has come together. And very honestly, this all-party delegation is a very, very important sign of this unity. So I would say I welcome this idea. It's an excellent idea. There are some excellent people who have been selected, and in my view, this committee going abroad, meeting people, will blow to smithereens the myth that India is disunited, India is divided. There is perfect unity in India where matters of national security are concerned, and that is demonstrated by this very, very powerful delegation. So I totally welcome this initiative by the government, and I also welcome the political parties, the opposition parties in particular, who have joined this particular delegation and who form the permanent part of it.
All right, Mr. Nagpur, thank you very much for sharing more details. Now, as the list is out for the outreach program, Jairam Ramesh, Congress's Jairam Ramesh has stated, stirring a controversy, that the Congress was asked to submit the names of 4 MPs for the delegations to be sent abroad to explain India's stand on terrorism from Pakistan. He then stated that the party recommended Anand Sharma, Gaurav Gogoi and Dr. Syed Nasir Hussain and Raja Brar. Meanwhile, the list of those MPs who lead the 7 delegations features Shashi Tharoor. Anand Singh, my colleague, is joining me with more details as the government launches the outreach program against zero tolerism. Anand, now Jairam Ramesh has stirred a controversy, saying that the pick of Shashi Tharoor and the likes of Congress politicians like Shashi Tharoor was not recommended by Congress in the list that it has decided under the leadership of its president. What are you picking up?
Yes, Simran, look, the way in which Shashi Tharoor's name was announced by the government among the top 7 leaders from all party delegation that will be sent for global terror outreach program, that's how India was forced to carry out Operation Sindoor in the wake of Pahalgam terror attack in which 26 people had died. So clearly, Congress leader Jairam Ramesh, who is also party's communication in charge, he kept the record straight by saying that yesterday in the morning, Parliamentary Affairs Minister had called up Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and also Leader of Opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi. And by afternoon, the Congress party suggested 4 names of the leaders from Congress to the government. And Rahul Gandhi even wrote the names of these 4 leaders, which included former Union Minister Anand Sharma, then Gaurav Gogoi, who is currently the deputy leader in Lok Sabha, then Raja Barar and Rajya Sabha MP Syed Nasir Hussain. So clearly, Congress had not named Shashi Tharoor, as Congress feels that Tharoor had allegedly given the escape route to the government on when the government was on the back foot, as Congress questioned the way in which Donald Trump, the US, had announced the ceasefire, making any other international country to interfere over the Kashmir issue. So clearly, this line has now been told by Jairam Ramesh, who clearly stated that Shashi Tharoor's name was not recommended by the Congress party to the government. However, Shashi Tharoor's name has been kept in the list by the government that has been released, which also includes the name of several of the senior leaders from opposition as well as from the government side, which includes Sanjay Jha, Ravi Shankar Prasad from BJP, Sanjay Jha definitely from JDU, K. Kanimoji from DMK, Srikant Shinde from Shiv Sena, then Vajayant Panda from BJP, and Supriya Sule from NCP. So in all these lists, we cannot find any of the names that the Congress party recommended, but it features the name of Shashi Tharoor. Shashi Tharoor, no doubt, is one of the senior faces of Congress, and he has allegedly made the party uncomfortable, as several of the leaders feel that he has crossed Lakshman Rekha while speaking on Operation Tharoor, which was not as per the party's line when the Congress was questioning government over the interference of US by announcing ceasefire. The Congress has been targeting the government, but Shashi Tharoor then allegedly gave a cover to the BJP and the NDA government at the center. Back to you, sir.
Well, all right, Anand, thank you very much for sharing more details on this. Now, the BSF Jawans on the international border have destroyed 7 Pakistani posts during the 4-day long conflict between India and Pakistan. 3 Pakistani army Jawans were killed during this, and additionally around 18 to 20 terrorists were neutralized. According to the information, Pakistan was giving shelter to terrorists at these 7 posts, including Dhandar, Chakbura, Tipu, Mumtaz, Leri Kalan and Bhaironath. While Pakistan targeted the civilians in India, the Border Security Force specifically retaliated against the Pakistani army, and the terrorist was sheltering. All right, on this, in fact, let me also get more updates. 3 Pakistani army Jawans have been killed. My colleague Ajay Jandyal is joining me live with more updates. Ajay, what is the latest that you are picking up, a brick-breaking development that we are learning? 18 to 20 terrorists have been neutralized by the BSF, while the Border Security Force has been completely outstanding in the performance in protecting the borders, and specifically the international border during the Operation Sindoor as well, has been very well cited by the Chief of the Army Staffs as well. Now, what is the latest that you are picking up in this regard?
Yes, it was the time when, retaliation took place by the Indian forces, and Pakistan was continuously at the denial mode. Now, Pakistani Prime Minister, Pakistani Defense Minister and other, they started accepting that what has happened during the retaliation by the Indian forces. These are the exclusive visuals which shows that how 7 Pakistani posts, notorious posts, which basically was trying to target the civilians on the international border in Jammu, Kathua, Samba, that were decimated. These are the visuals which shows that how these terror positions and the Pakistani army position from where they continually trying to target the defense forces, BSF, as well as the civilians of this area, because what we have seen that number of civilian houses were targeted by the Pakistan, and it was effective retaliation of the BSF that they made it possible. They destroyed 7 positions and also observation towers of the Pakistani Rangers and the army, and also neutralized 3 Pakistani army personnel, and about 15 to 17 Pakistani terrorists, they were also killed, because during this firing time what was observed that a group of terrorists was trying to infiltrate to this side as well, and at that time this information came that 7 terrorists was gunned down, but sources are saying that during this firing, ceasefire violation from the Pakistan side, when border was hot, Pakistan basically have placed number of terrorists to these positions so that if they get a chance, they can be infiltrated to this side. So it was an effective retaliation and respond by BSF on the international border, which made it possible and destroyed Pakistani position and gave a lesson, taught a lesson to Pakistani Rangers and the army.
Well, all right, Ajay, thank you very much for sharing more details. Now, let's shift our focus to other developments. The National Investigation Agency has arrested 2 absconders, allegedly part of a sleeper cell of the terrorist outfit ISIS from Mumbai airport. The duo were wanted in a 2023 case related to the fabrication and testing of IEDs in Pune, Maharashtra. The accused, identified as Abdullah Fayaz Sheikh alias Diaperwala and Talha Khan, were intercepted by the Bureau of the Immigration at the Mumbai International Airport at Terminal 2 last night when they tried to return to India from Jakarta in Indonesia, where they had been hiding for a long time. The NIA team then took them into custody and arrested them, said a statement issued by the probe agency. The 2 accused had been on the run for more than 2 years and also had non-bailable warrants issued against them. By the NIA declared a cash reward of 3 lakh rupees each for the information about the two accused. Shahid Ansari, my colleague, is joining me with more details. NIA, in fact, does a big breakthrough. Shahid, arrest the two absconders that ISI's Pune sleeper module case update also pertains to. As we can see the pictures, the details are also attached. Two absconders from Mumbai International Airport have been caught. What more details are you picking up?
सिमरन, देखिए ये फयाज और तलहा, ये जो दोनों जो है ये वांटेड आरोपी थे। और आपको मैं बताऊं कि मुंबई की कोर्ट से इन लोग को लेकर जो है पहले ही इनको भगोड़ा घोषित किया गया था और इनको लेकर मुंबई कोर्ट से 3-3 लाख रुपए का जो है इनाम भी घोषित किया गया था। दर्शकों को याद होगा कि 2023 में जब एनआईए ने महाराष्ट्र के पुणे में एनआईए ने जो है आईएसआईएस से जुड़े लोगों को लेकर जो है छापेमारी की थी। इस छापेमारी में कई लोगों को गिरफ्तार किया गया था। उसी गिरफ्तारी में ये दोनों भी जो है भाग गए थे। इनमें से एक पुणे का और दूसरा कोंडवा का रहने वाला था। और इसके बाद जो है लगातार एनआईए इनका जो है पीछा कर रही थी, लेकिन ये लोग भारत से भागकर इंडोनेशिया की राजधानी जकार्ता में छुपे बैठे थे। अब चूंकि 2 साल बाद जो है इन्हें ऐसा लगा कि शायद इस मामले में जो है भूल गए होंगे या एजेंसीज को पता नहीं होगा, इसलिए ये वापस आ रहे थे और उसके बाद इन्हें मुंबई एयरपोर्ट पर गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया। आपको मैं बताऊं कि इन लोग पर आरोप था कि उस दौरान जब आईएसआईएस के जो स्लीपर सेल इनको लेकर गिरफ्तार करने के लिए एनआईए देश के अलग अलग हिस्से में छापेमारी कर रही थी, तो उस दौरान पुणे में इन लोगों ने जो है जो बम बनाने के जो इस्तेमाल किए जाने वाली चीज़ें थे उसकी टेस्टिंग इन लोगों ने की थी। और ये सारी चीज़ें एनआईए को जो है पता चली थी। जांच जब हुई तो जांच के बाद पता चला था कि इन लोगों ने वो टेस्टिंग की थी और उसमें भागीदारी की थी। जांच में ये बात भी सामने आई थी कि ये सारे लोग भारत के अलग अलग हिस्सों में इस तरह के ब्लास्ट करने की जो है प्लानिंग कर रहे थे, लेकिन उस प्लानिंग को कामयाब होने से पहले ही एनआईए ने इनके रैकेट को जो है, इस पूरे सिंडिकेट को जो है बेनकाब किया और आईएसआईएस से जुड़े उन सारे लोगों की जो है धड़ाधड़ गिरफ्तारियां शुरू हो गई। उसी गिरफ्तारियों के बाद से जो है बहुत सारे ऐसे आईएसआईएस से जुड़े जो स्लीपर सेल थे उन्होंने जो है भारत छोड़ दूसरे देशों में जाकर पनाह ले ली। उन्हें ऐसा लगा कि शायद ये पनाह ले लेंगे तो हो सकता है कि वो गिरफ्तारी से बच जाएंगे। मामला मुंबई की कोर्ट में चला और विशेष एनआईए अदालत ने जो है इस मामले में इन्हें भगोड़ा घोषित करके इन पर 3-3 लाख रुपए का इनाम भी घोषित किया था, जिसके बाद आज इनकी गिरफ्तारी हुई है। जी सिमरन।
All right, Shahid, thank you very much. I'll request you to kindly stay on with us on the telecast, as what we are learning further is that the Mumbai International Airport and Taj Mahal Palace Hotel have received bomb threats this morning, and these threats were sent via mail to the email of Mumbai police. The emails claim that the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel and the airport will be bombed. Police and security agencies have commenced investigation into this matter. Shahid, what more details are you picking up? This is yet again as per in fact concerns mounting on the subject of the national security. In fact, once again Taj Mahal Palace and Mumbai International Airport are on the center stage. Share more details.
जी देखिए, ये दोनों जगह है, ताज होटल और मुंबई एयरपोर्ट हमेशा से जो है सेंसिटिव रही हैं और संवेदनशील रही हैं और हमेशा से टारगेट पर रही हैं। आज जो मेल आया है, एयरपोर्ट पुलिस को जो मेल आया है, उस मेल में जो है इस बात का जिक्र किया गया है कि जिन आतंकी, जिसमें से अफजल गुरु, शंकर सुक्खू, इन लोगों को जो है फांसी की सज़ा दी गई है। तो मेल करने वाले ने ये कहा है कि ये गलत तरीके से फांसी की सज़ा दी गई है, इसलिए इसके वजह से जो है वो इन दोनों जगहों को जो है कभी भी बम से उड़ा देगा। जैसे ही ये मेल आया है तो इस मेल के बाद से मुंबई पुलिस सतर्क हो गई है। वो मेल भेजने वाले और मेल कहाँ से किया गया है, इन सारी चीज़ों की जो है जानकारी खंगाल रही है। आपको मैं बता दूं कि इसके पहले भी जो है इस तरह के मेल आए हैं और उन मेल के जरिए जो है बम से उड़ा देने की धमकी दी गई थी, लेकिन अक्सर के ज़्यादातर जो कॉल रहे हैं वो हॉक्स कॉल रहे हैं। बावजूद उसके मुंबई पुलिस जो है इस पूरे मामले को लेकर बहुत ही संवेदनशील तरीके से जो है इनकी छानबीन कर रही है, क्योंकि जो हालात अभी देश में चल रहे हैं उसको देखते हुए मुंबई पुलिस कोई भी ऐसा मौका या कोई भी ऐसी लापरवाही नहीं करना चाहती जिसकी वजह से इस तरह के मेल करने वाले या इस तरह की कोई साजिश रचने वाले जो है कामयाब हो जाए। इसी वजह से इस मेल के बाद से है मुंबई पुलिस इस पूरे मामले को लेकर तफ्तीश कर रही है। ये पता लगाने की कोशिश कर रही है कि मेल करने वाला कौन है, किस मकसद से किया है, या उसने जो मकसद लिखा है क्या वाकई वो इन लोगों से जुड़ा हुआ है या इस किसी टेरर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से जुड़ा हुआ है जिसने ये मेल किया है। तो इन सारी चीज़ों की छानबीन के बाद ही पता चल पाएगा कि मेल करने वाला जो है क्या वाकई इस तरह की कोई प्लानिंग कर रहा था या ये भी पहले के आए हॉक्स कॉल के जैसे या हॉक्स मेल के जैसे ये भी है। जी
Well, all right, Shahid. Thank you very much for adding these details. Now, viewers, on that note, that was all the news of the nation and the world. We'll continue to track all the developments very closely. Till then, stay with us. है।